Hi friends, one and all, and today's video is entitled Don't Mess with Customs. Yep, today's video is going to be about a subscriber of mine who's been in touch and who has decided, unlike me, to contest a UK border force confiscation and destruction notice. And we'll get to that shortly, but before I get into that, I just want to send my heartfelt regards and best wishes to anybody in the mid-southern US, the United States, who have been affected by the Hurricane Harvey. It's currently affected mainly Texas, and I think it's Houston and the whole south central area of the US, and the Texas area has been the worst hit. So if you're there or know someone who's there, I'm sending my best to you, and I hope you're safe and sound, and my thoughts are with you, and I hope that you do manage to stay safe. And just to let you know, I have been in touch with my buddy Dave in Texas, and he's okay, folks, so really pleased to let you know that. And I think it's heading sort of further north and east, up through Mississippi, Arkansas, and even potentially Tennessee and Kentucky through this week. So if you're in any of those states, please try to get yourself to a place of safety, folks. And we're all thinking of you over here in the UK and sending you our best wishes. I have a little story before we get to our main event, which came from the Hull Daily Mail. And it is a story entitled The Lone Guitar. And I thought you'd quite enjoy this as a nice little positive piece of news. So this is what the article read. So they say music connects people all around the world, and that couldn't be more true for the lone guitar, which has come from Italy's historic Pisa to the UK's cultural capital of Hull. The instrument has travelled 1,126 miles after being spotted leaning up against the wall of a walkway in Pisa by Hull man Shane McMurray. On it was a note which read, "Hello, I'm the lone guitar. I want to travel the world. Please take me with you for a few days and then leave me for someone else to continue the journey." Mr. McMurray heeded the call and decided to take the instrument back with him to Hull. He said, "I was on holiday in Pisa when I was walking through this little walkway and noticed this little lad having his photo taken with a guitar." Mr. McMurray went up to the guitar and read the note on it, which had an email address on it asking him to take a picture and send them to it. He said, all that was on the guitar was the message and contact email address. "My first thought was if I leave it in the middle of the town, then it's going to end up in someone's living room. I thought I could justify taking it from a beautiful city like Pisa and bringing it to the city of culture. I thought it was a really good idea. It's a cheap guitar, but now it's become much more than a guitar leaning against a wall. Someone had this idea and it affected me." Mr. McMurray sent a message to the email address on the guitar explaining that he'd found it and taken it back to Hull. The account replied telling him to send pictures to the same address. He did, and also posted a video of him playing the song on it, which was posted on Facebook. The guitar is believed to be in the early stages of its global journey, but is already on its way to another exciting destination. Mr. McMurray has handed over to his friend, who will then take it to Copenhagen in Denmark.
If you're going to play guitar, play it on the real guitar, not on the Chinese toothpick. How do you know the difference? Watch China Guitar Sceptic.
Okay, finally we come to the main story, which is don't mess with customs, and particularly UK border force. And this comes from a subscriber of mine, who again we'll call James, although that's not his name, who tried to buy a Gibson style guitar for his godson. And it turned out that the Chinese seller sent him a fake Gibson. No surprises there. I had exactly the same happen to me. And he decided, unlike I, to contest it with UK border force. So he responded to the letter, the same letter that I got, ticking the box saying, yes, I want to contest it. And this is the response that he got from the company called Shorelock, who deal in global investigations and help and assist companies deal with counterfeiting. So this is the email he got. Subject: UK Border Force, Coventry Airport, objection number, blah blah blah, Gibson guitar. Dear James, we are the authorised investigators in the UK for Gibson guitars, working directly with their lawyers. We have only just received your objection to the destruction of the item you purchased from China and detained at Coventry Airport Parcel Force Hub. Copy your objection and respective photographs of the guitar attached. This item you have purchased and imported from China into the UK is definitely counterfeit, fake, and corroborated by Gibson in the USA. Unfortunately, the letter/objection you signed states you do not agree to it being destroyed. If this is the case, we will have no option but to instruct lawyers to take you to court and seek damages/costs. But if you could reply to this email agreeing to its destruction, no further action will be taken against you. We fully appreciate that you had not intended to import a Gibson guitar and that you had just purchased a style guitar, not a Gibson, for your godson. Unfortunately for you, it was a Gibson that was sent, and this constitutes a criminal offence to import counterfeits into the UK. Please be careful buying these items online from China, as so many are fake. If you paid by PayPal or credit card, you may be able to recover your money. It should also be mentioned that not only is this guitar counterfeit, the electronics in the guitar cannot be guaranteed and may be shoddy and dangerous, certainly of inferior quality, which I'm sure you would not wish your godson to have. I would be grateful if you could get back to us as soon as possible. My contact details are below if you need to discuss it further. Kind regards, RH, MABI, Director of Shorelock, Global Investigators and Consultants. A little bit scary, I think you'll agree, and it just goes to show you that it's always such a game of Russian roulette buying guitars in China, particularly if you live in the UK. It just isn't worth the hassle, as I keep banging on about for you all, and this is just another case in point. Even if you wanted to contest a seizure, you're just going to get taken to court, so there's little if any point. I'm really sorry to James, especially as he bought it as a non-infringing guitar for his godson, and I hope that it wasn't a special occasion, but there you go. Those are the chances that we take over there in China, folks. So if there's any lessons to be learned, it's just not worth it. Definitely trawl around your second-hand guitar stores or guitar stores for second-hand instruments and go out and play them, because you can't really tell what a guitar's going to be like unless you've had the opportunity to play it. So ordering online, particularly from China, and all of the problems that entails, is very, very seldom worth it. Anyway, I hope this has been interesting. Really appreciate all of the views, a huge spike in views on the last video that I did, and a huge spike in subscriptions and comments and likes. So thank you all for that, folks. And if you're new to this channel, I'm really glad you've joined us, and I hope to be bringing you loads and loads of fresh new content as we go along going forward. So I'll be back soon with another video, folks. In the meantime, take good care.